If you're gonna eat, might as well taste good. One of the things we're gonna do today is we're gonna take a new cast iron skillet. It's got the pre-seasoning in it that is really more about not having rust when it's on the store shelves than it is about actual seasoning. We're gonna take that, we're gonna strip that out, and we're gonna re-season this pan. I'm only gonna do the interior. I'll put seasoning on the rest of it too, or oil on the rest of it too, but I'm only gonna strip out the interior. I'm gonna use a rapid strip. I got this off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. If you want to get this, it's like 14 bucks, maybe 15 bucks. And we're going to try and knock this out real quick before the daylight leaves us. And we'll get right back to it in just a second. So I bought this pan for my daughter's roommate, one of my friend's daughter, who is was complaining to me about the fact that cast iron wasn't non-stick the way her mothers and grandmothers were. So I started doing some research. I already kind of knew what the issue was. It's that pre-seasoning stuff that the Lodge brand puts on there. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and knock most of that off. We don't have to get it completely off, but most of it. And I'm going to sit in here and drill on it for about 15 minutes. And I'm essentially standing on my head to do that, so it may take a little bit longer. And then we're going to go back and re-season it tonight and tomorrow, and next couple days I'll season it 2 or 3 times, and then she'll be ready to take it over from there. Be back in just a moment. So I don't really know how this is going to work. I've never done this before. I've watched a lot of people do it. I haven't. Take that little bit of stuff off. Put your foot on it. Oh, got to tighten that up a little bit. I don't think most people want to see me grind away on this thing for 10 minutes. That's about how long it took. But just in case you are curious to see what it looks like to do it, I put it up here in the left-hand corner. All right. So let's make sure this is still on. It is. Now I don't have it perfect. I ain't saying I do. In fact, I might hit that area a little bit more. But what I want to do is now wipe this out, wash it out, dry it real good. I got a grill going, so I'll probably stick it on there to dry. Then come back and put oil on it. And do that 2 or 3 times, and I think you'll be well on your way. And it'll never be, you know, if I wanted to spend a lot of time really sanding it down, I could really spend some serious time on it if I wanted to, but I don't think there's much need. All I want is for this to be able to build up seasoning and not be like this over here where it's real rough. So that I got to build up 150 layers of seasoning to make it work. I'm just want to put 2 or 3 on there and get it non-stick. I'll be back in just a minute. What we're going to do, we got to get that stripped powder stuff out. So we're going to wash it out. Then we're going to dry it off with some paper towels. Make sure all that stuff comes out. So as I move my hand around, I can feel that there's still some ridges. It's not perfectly smooth, but once again, I'm wanting to get it to where it can build up a seasoning. Not that it's just absolutely perfect. I just want it to be much smoother than it was. At least that's my plan. Now I see a lot of people online doing their videos. I see a lot of people online doing their videos where they will spend, it looks like hours, just getting this thing perfectly smooth and getting it all ready to go. And that's well and good. That's their methods. They want to cook in it regularly, and they're wanting to make an heirloom type Lodge cast iron skillet. That's fine. What I'm trying to do is get it to where the seasoning has metal to stick to. And if you look at it, it's got metal in there. There's some pits and stuff, but I think that'll do fine. All right, be back in a little bit. Okay, so I just finished dinner, just sanded this out and washed it out. So I'm gonna put it on here for about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Pull it to the side, oil it, put it back on, let it burn till morning. Okay, it's probably been about 5 minutes. I'm not gonna grab this thing with my bare hand because it might be really hot. Probably not all the way hot yet, but hot enough. So I got some olive oil here. I'm not gonna do anything special. Yep, that handle's getting warm. It ain't warm yet, but it's right there at it. All right, so we're just wiping it down, giving it a good light coat. Then I'm gonna take it. That's too hot to pick up. It's not hot to the touch, but it's too hot to pick up. I'm gonna put her face down. And we're gonna let this thing go for, well, until the coals burn out. Then tomorrow, we're probably gonna do this 2 or 3 more times. So in the morning, we'll look at it again, see what y'all think of the first go round. All right, it's the next morning. I got a chimney going. For a first go round, that wasn't too bad. But that's all it was, the first go round. So now, we're gonna give it a good wipe down with some olive oil again. I'm gonna wipe all this stuff. And the difference today is that we're going to put it face, we're gonna put it like a normal skillet. So, yeah. A little bit more. Got this wiped down. Really good. Get one more good wipe. Sure, we got plenty of oil on there, but not so much. Now, give that a couple hours, and then I will come out here and take it out, let it cool off, and we'll start it again. So this thing has made some significant improvements from the last time we saw it. It sat on the fire for maybe an hour, and then I'm still not getting these corners, but you know, I'm gonna work on that this time. So it did much better with fresh coals. I think that was part of it. And this side I'm not really that worried about. I'm mostly worried about this in here. And so I'm gonna make sure I'm getting that corner this time. I've got a bit of a meeting, so I reloaded the charcoal. I'm gonna stick it right back on there. We're gonna see you in a few hours. All right, so we've done another set, another layer. This is 3 coats of seasoning now. Been done. I'm going to give it one more. And this is just I think it's already there. Don't get me wrong. I think this is usable easily. But, so the only place where there might be some issues is on the sides, but that'll get done by cooking on it. And they're not really issues. They're pretty smooth too. But just in case, I'm gonna throw it back on there. I'm gonna let it get some temp to it. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, so we put 3 coats of seasoning on today, and we did 1 last night, like an initial one. So it's still plenty hot. If you look at it, it's done. This will be good enough to cook on. And she cooks on it long enough, it'll get seasoned the rest of the way up. But you look, there's no clear spots, nothing like that. Just the glare from the sunlight a little. So I'd call this done. So I was getting ready to edit the video and put it all together, and it occurred to me that I don't have really an end credit, you know, how everything came out. I've already showed you how the pan looks. I don't know, I'm hoping you can see how good that is. Very smooth. This is a simple, easy way to turn a cast iron skillet, a new one, where it'll cook like an old one. You're gonna have a good non-stick surface. Everything's gonna be good. If you like this video, you like some of our other videos, most of my videos are around cooking, you know, hit that subscribe button. While you're there, look at some of these other videos. Hope y'all have a good day and keep on cooking. Thanks.